Now, while this is possible, I think it's unlikely. They say it's only the one employee who saw him.
Non apologetic news, not what you're used to. Non apologetic news, telling you the truth. Non apologetic news, saying what they're scared to. Non apologetic news, non apologetic news.
Hello, everyone. I'd like to thank you for tuning in to the brand new episode of Non Apologetic News. News for people who hate the news. As always, I am Travisty, and sitting next to me is Body Bag. We are those who are called Non-Apologetic News. For right now, I want to get into a little bit of a hometown story. We have a Joplin shoplifter gets 10 years in federal prison last week. So this is a man from Kansas. He used a gun to ward off employees at the Academy Sports and Outdoor store in Joplin in a shoplifting incident that occurred 2 years ago. So he was a 29-year-old man, and apparently they're going to give him the 120-day shock treatment, and then they're going to reevaluate if he could get put on probation, which is pretty typical for your first felony charge. I wouldn't know. Now, this is a Class B felony count of attempted robbery. Now, he had to take a plea deal, which is basically where you say you're guilty, but you already know what your sentencing will be. So he took a plea deal to 10 years because originally, if he would have been found guilty, he would have got 10 to 30 years. So essentially what this guy did was he was in Academy with some girl, and they started shoplifting. And then the employee testified that he saw the man's gun in his waistline. So he didn't mess with him. And then when they left, they followed him out. And the guy was like, "Hey, stay clear. I got a gun. Back the fuck off." And then so they did. And he pulled off, got pulled over by police. And that was the end of his tale. But I think there's something weird about this story. So he says the employee testified that he noticed a gun in Mayberry's waistband as he was talking to him. So he didn't say on the outside of the waistband. They're implying in front, tucked into your pants, right? So let's picture that. That means the guy had his shirt tucked. I mean, he obviously was wearing a shirt. Right. He had his shirt tucked in, the gun on the outside of the tucked in shirt.
Just walked in the store like, "What's up, guys?"
Now, while this is possible, I think it's unlikely. They say it's only the one employee who saw him with the gun. What if the employee was just like too scared to confront him on the shoplifting? So he said he had a gun? Because that way, or it could have been the first time this guy carried a gun, which we see a lot of that around here. Right. I saw this douche in Walmart recently. He was carrying outside the waistband on his right side, and he was using, he had on a pair of gym shorts. So gym shorts just aren't stout enough to hold a full-size gun, and this was a high point, which are heavy, crappy guns.
I get too much shit in my pockets in my gym shorts, they start sliding.
Yeah, so that's what was happening. So he's holding up one side of his trousers. This side with the gun is going down, and once you, like, if you're carrying and you have, like, here's your gun right here on the outside, if your pants get loose enough or go down enough, your whole holster flips upside down. That's just what it does. And so he's holding on to, you could tell he had just never carried a gun before, and he was trying to be Johnny Hot Shit walking through Walmart. He doesn't even allow you to open carry anymore. But so that's what this could be. I mean, I don't know. I do find the whole thing suspicious. I am curious as to how much time this man actually gets. And of course, we will report to you when we know.
Microsoft Corp is buying the Call of Duty maker Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion.
Oh, yeah, I heard about this.
Yeah, the deal announced by Microsoft on Tuesday is the biggest ever and set to be the largest all-cash acquisition on record.
Now, how big of a bag does it take to put $68 billion? Now, what are they actually acquiring?
Activision, they do Call of Duty, Blizzard. I'm not sure. I know Blizzard, I think, does like the World of Warcraft. And
so these are going to be Microsoft exclusives, Xbox exclusives now.
So that's going to piss a lot of people off.
Yeah, so, okay, you got, what? Those are like the biggest online games, because you got you play online on Call of Duty, right?
Yeah, they just made it a while back where it's cross-platform now. Like, if you playing on PlayStation, you can play with someone on Xbox or PC still.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I thought it was just PC to Xbox. I didn't know it was like PlayStation was thrown into it. And I did see that they were trying to say, I guess Sekiro was in on, like, From Software did a deal with like Activision or Blizzard to put the game out. So they were trying to say it's now a Microsoft exclusive. And From Software stepped up and they're like, no, we got the paperwork. We own this and we are PlayStation exclusive.
Other games too, Overwatch, I don't know much about like that.
What is Game Pass? Like, what is it?
Kind of like the PlayStation now, but they're all download. They don't stream.
Oh, it's not a stream gaming service.
No, it's download, but it's the same concept. You pay your monthly subscription, and you have a library of games you can.
Why is everybody ranting and raving about it as opposed to PlayStation Now? Like it's some great, better thing than what Sony's doing.
I'm not sure. I think you do a little more accessibility to play. I could play it on a tablet, not just off the console. Like there's an app for it.
Like you still use a controller?
Yeah, you Bluetooth the controller to the tablet and sit there and have access to the.
I saw this cool thing. It's like $30. It's a USB stick that allows you to use your PS5 controller on anything, on Xbox, on Switch, on PC. Because I mean, is there a better control? I don't use Xbox anyway. I don't like that stuff. But is there a better controller than the PS5 controller? I mean, that thing is
the Xbox
solid.
Isn't bad. It's a little bulky.
Well, you said it was like that Nintendo Switch Pro controller I got or whatever. Yeah, that's all right. It's a little small for my hands.
I say it's nothing. The controllers there are nothing compared to the ones on the original Xbox. I don't know if you ever played those. I'm
familiar with them, but
fucking massive.
I picked up. I was playing PS4 the other day on the actual PS4, and then I picked up the PS5 controller. And the PS4 controller weighs like a third. Like the PS5 controller feels solid, you know. Good joysticks, all that stuff. Now, you know what Xbox is doing here, right? They're trying to make everything like an Xbox exclusive. They're trying to take down Sony, and I take that personally.
Right.
Because let's talk about Sony's first. I don't even know what Xbox's exclusives are, but like Sony, you have what? You got the Dark Souls series. Awesome. You got Horizon, Uncharted, God of War, Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us. You know, that's a pretty solid foundation there, you know.
Yeah.
And most of the stuff, they're trying to get the online play because that's where all them little micro purchases are, and it keeps you paying for a internet gaming subscription of something. I got my yearly PlayStation report thing the other day, and it said hours played online 1. Yeah, the most thing I'll do is I'll go on Dark Souls 3. I haven't in a long time, but I'll either help someone beat a boss or invade them and just like ruin their entire game, you know. That's my extent to online play. I don't know. I just don't do it. I like a game beginning, middle, and end, and I like to do it on my own.
I don't think they can make a lot of them just exclusive for Xbox. Like I said,
that's what they did with the last studio they bought. What was the Blizzard? This is Blizzard. What was the last studio they bought last year?
Bethesda.
Yeah, and they said Skyrim was going to be an exclusive or whatever.
Like I said, they have a lot of fucking pissed off people.
Yeah, but that's the goal. You know what I mean?
I think they'd have a hard time doing it with Call of Duty, especially. That's like the
It is still like the is it? Okay. Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying it, and it's like the douchiest way. They're like, yeah, I've been playing COD. And I'm like, oh, go fucking fuck yourself.
But these are big, giant corporations. Why are they doing an all cash deal like a fucking drug dealer? They're going to meet in a back alley and fucking.
Yeah, and they would literally have to like back up 2 Brinks trucks, you know, to yeah, that is weird. Why is it not like a wire transfer? I did see in this article, it said it'll take a year to finalize. So hopefully something goes wrong in that year. Because I could never see myself getting an Xbox. Now, if it really came down to it and I had to play, I would, but fuck all that. Mm-hmm. All right, I'd like to change it to... Did you see that just said recording canceled?
Yep.
Well, that's never happened. Well, I'd actually like to go to a little bit of a funnier side of the news. A woman gets hit by a car while reporting a news story. So, West Virginia reporter hit by car while delivering live news report on TV. She is a reporter for WSAZ-TV. She was delivering a live news report on the scene of a water main break in Dunbar, when a car struck her from the back. She says, "Oh my God, I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay." The driver apologizes as Yori continued readjusting her cameras and lights. She also goes into saying that she was also hit by a car in college. It was no big deal then. And it is no big deal now. I do have a clip of this young lady and the actual news report of where she gets hit by a car. Let's tune in.
Fortunately, in freeze thaw, we see this water main breaks.
Got hit by a car, but I'm okay. I just got hit by a car, but I'm okay, Tim.
That's first for you on TV, Tori.
Woo!
He could give less of a shit.
It's clearly
I'm
he's
okay.
concerned.
Yeah, you know, that's live TV for you. It's all good. I actually got hit by a car in college, too, just like that.
Wow.
I am so glad I'm okay.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Okay, this guy does not care about this woman's well-being at all, right? And that actually is what got me thinking and why I decided to pick this story. I wonder if there's a reason, if he's just a dick to everyone, or if maybe like...
He hired that guy to hit her to try to kill her, and he just completely fucked it up. He's like, damn it, Ted.
He looks like a Ted. I was thinking more like this guy, maybe he asked her out and she turned him down. And maybe that's why she's leaving the station. Is she's like, I just can't deal with Ted no more. But, Miss News Reporter, we are happy you are okay. And do not worry about that creep. You come on down to Missouri, and this newscaster will treat you right.
A jury has convicted a Minnesota man accused of illegally possessing nearly 77,000 vaping cartridges.
77,000.
77,000. That contain dangerous levels of THC. I don't know, there could be dangerous levels.
98% THC is pretty freaking dangerous.
Donnie?
Yeah.
25 was found guilty Friday of 2 counts of first-degree controlled substance crime, and Donnie owes more than $3 million in state taxes. Authorities say the cartridges are believed to came in packages that sported famous cartoon characters or themes of sweet flavors.
Okay, so he had 77,000.
Which is fucking an unnecessary amount.
Yeah, I wonder if it was even real, or if he just filled, because people are filling them like in their homes and stuff and selling them, But this kind of goes back to the sported famous cartoon characters. It is just so dumb, because that's what it looks like. Hey, happy, friendly, fun. Make it look like medicine. At least you have an argument when you're like, I need my meds, which is complete nonsense. I've known so many people who, like, when they don't have their herb, they're just a complete bitch to be around, Like, I knew a dude, if he didn't have his, like, morning blunt, he wound up living with me for a while. He would just throw a hissy fit, and you just could not be around him. I lived with a girl for a while she lived with me, which was the same way. If she didn't have her little thing to suck on, like, her day was ruined. Which is very strange. Get it together, people. It's herb,
It's not a fucking addictive.
But yeah, I am curious what's going to happen to this guy, because it says since sentencing is scheduled for March 25th.
It does say that right there on the things that his lawyer's been arguing is by the time he's done with his sentence, the stuff's probably going to be legal in Minnesota anyway.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Now, I think that's going to wrap up the show today. But as always, we thank you for stopping by. Like this video, subscribe, share it with your friends. All of that nonsense. We will be right back here. What day are we coming back?
Wednesday.
We will be right back here next Wednesday. Do not watch the news. And have a good night.
Non Apologetic News.